You'll find in Brazil, it's a issue that's been going on since the 1500s, is kind of a separation of classes. And especially in the Northeast, where all that started, it kind of endures to today. The way Brazil was started was you had a bunch of nobles sent up from Portugal, the king basically saying, you go make money out here for me. And then once you've made money, you can come back and have a party. And that's the rough gist of it, of course. So it's very much still kind of separated, not politically in caste systems or classes, but socially. It's hard for people in the lower class to get out of the lower class, and the people who are in the relative upper class, they can sometimes be kind of militant about that. Kind of this sort of like, I have more than you, so I am better than you. You don't see it too much, especially in areas where religion is kind of more focused on. But I was in a pretty rich area, actually, and it was very hard to talk with anybody. Whereas in the poorer areas, we could talk to anybody you want. You can knock on their door. There were in the poorer areas. My first area, it was called Planalto, and it was in the city of Natal. And there was, you could talk to absolutely anybody. We ended up meeting, drug dealers and kids and, parents and stuff. I actually made friends with the police there too. Funny story. Maybe you shouldn't do what I did, but I knew the police pretty well. They're military police. So that was a little different, seeing the military police driving around all the time. They don't really have a civil police that give out tickets and give you wrist slaps and stuff. They run around with very big assault rifles, and they're in their car, and their car drives fast. But I was friends with them. They were cool. I'd give them high fives out of their car window as they drove by. Maybe you shouldn't try to do that. Don't try to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But the people in Natal, it's very fragmented. So in the lower income areas, you'll have lots of kids, and they will all play soccer, and you can talk to any of them, and their mothers will be very glad that you're teaching them about Jesus, even though it's not the Jesus that they like, as they might say. They have this belief that our Jesus is different. And you can kind of see where they're coming from now. They believe in sort of a Trinity sort of Jesus. And when we say that, Jesus is his own being, and the Spirit, the Holy Ghost is his own being, they kind of don't like that too much. But, they're all very glad that you're there. You can pray for them. They will love that. In the richer areas, it's harder to get a hold of people, They're a little more judicious with their time, I think, and they think to themselves, I don't have time to listen to these guys. I know what they're all about. I already go to church. And I think that's pretty normal for anywhere in the world.